Hey friends! Okay, I want to tell you about a group of guys that are working on the New World that are really, really very special. I don't see them very often. I would love to see them more often, but this group came in, I think, a little bit later. Like they weren't part of the original group that I had seen. They could have been here, maybe I just hadn't seen them. Even though it was a small group, they their space is so much different than what ours is, just like their size. It can change your size and stuff. So these guys they remind me of the hair bands from the 80s. Just absolutely adorable young men with long curly brown hair or straight hair, and they've got like a lot of hair very, very big hair, and the guys seem to be like a healthy size. They don't look like they're skinny, like emaciated, and they're not overweight or anything like that. They just look like they're a healthy size. And they wear kind of like, I think, dark clothing, like brown. For some reason, brown just kind of sticks with me. Like like their clothes are not dark enough to be black, but they're not light enough to be white. So then I look at those shades of gray in between, and for some reason, it just seems to me like their clothes are kind of like at the brown range. So these guys, I've never, not one time, ever seen them look upset at anybody. I've never seen them give anybody a side eye. I mean, nothing. They have always just been so pleasant. I love seeing them whenever they're close. Now, they're not close to me most of the time. Most of the time, I have the fairies, and once I think that there are very small fairies there, and I think there may be a classification of fairies. They're a little bit larger. So mostly I'm around those, or the guys with the long white hair and the long robes. I'm around them quite a bit. I see them quite a bit. And I see some other ones that look to be like us. I mean, they're about our size, so I see them quite often, but they're not a distinct group. There are some that are distinct, and these guys are very distinct to me because, like I said, they look like very handsome guys from like a band in the 80s, and they're always so pleasant. This has got to be so stressful on them. I mean, not just physically, because they're having to pop out this plasma, and they're subjecting themselves to this ugliness in order to develop that plasma. So physically, it's got to be so hard on them. But I would think emotionally, it's got to be very hard on them because, they're going up and down emotionally. Now, they, of course, have all agreed to it, so they're sticking it out. Like, I mean, it's amazing to watch all of them. But there are times when tempers flare, and I have seen people get, I mean, really mad at each other. I have no idea why, because I can't hear them. But I have seen them yelling at each other. So not always do they use telepathy. Some of them verbally speak as well to each other. And I have seen some of them just get really, really mad at each other. Now, this group, never, not one time. They just blow me away. Maybe they're at a higher level, but I was told originally that all of the ones who are participating are in the fifth dimension or fifth realm. That's their level. So I don't know if they brought in some that were at a different level. I do see, like, I think different levels of people now. So I know that I'm not just seeing the fifth realm. The fourth, I don't even see them anymore. I do not see them anywhere. I really and truly cannot even see them, which is weird to me because I always thought that if you were at a certain level, like if you were at the fifth level, that you would be able to see everyone under you, which would include fourth and third. But I've not seen them anywhere. I do suspect they are still around. Don't get me wrong. I haven't seen them. But these guys, I don't get to see them very often either because, usually I only have like the big tall guys around me. I see the shapeshifters. I see the ones that are about our size, and the ones that I think are about human size, and the ones I think that are maybe elves, but they're not as small as Sam and his little group. I think that, like I said, I think they may actually be fairies of some kind. So anyhow, these are these guys. They're amazing. I mean, I'm always very glad to see them because they are just always so very pleasant. Okay, you guys, that rounds up another group. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.